Mithrandiel here at TwitchCon 2016. I'm sitting here with Raghav Mathur from Blackshell Media. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about your company. What do you guys do? How long have you been doing it? Just tell us a little bit about it.
Sure. So we're Blackshell Media. We do indie game marketing and publishing. So we work with small developers, students, part-time developers, hobbyists, help them bring their games and their dreams into reality and get them on Steam, get them on consoles, and basically do marketing and PR for them.
So what was your inspiration for creating this company? What background are you coming from, and what made you want to do this?
Sure. So my business partner Daniel was actually creating a game called Sanctuary RPG in his free time, which is a fully ASCII text-based RPG. I joined on the team for that kind of as a hobby project, on a whim. He was looking for people on Reddit, I think, and I was just like, yeah, whatever, I'll join on, do some marketing. I do, I had like a freelancing kind of background, and eventually that game just kind of grew and grew and grew, and eventually got more and more popular. Now it's got, I think, over 500,000 downloads. So we realized, oh wow, like Sanctuary really took off. Let's do the next game. And so we made a game called Overture, which you can actually play over here at our booth. That also, took off. We ran a Kickstarter for it. It did pretty well, and we realized, like, wow, we're pretty good at this marketing thing. So we started kind of branching out, talking to other developers that we've been networking with, and now we've got close to 60 games on Steam in just over a year.
That's awesome. What do you think are some of the key mistakes that some indie developers, indie game producers make when marketing their product? What's something that you think that you do well that maybe they don't do as well?
Good question. I think starting too late is a big issue in a lot of indie developers, and a lot of people feel like, oh, I need to, have a finished product if I want to, get the word out there or something. But like, Daniel, you want to talk a bit about how like you started marketing for Sanctuary RPG when you still just had like a prototype on Reddit?
Oh yeah. So basically, I came up with the idea of an ASCII roguelike game because I basically, quite honestly, I couldn't make anything better graphically. So I was just like, okay, well, I come from like a pretty long game design background. Been designing games for more than like 10 years, and basically I was just like, okay, well, I love RPGs and I'm a game designer. Let's make an ASCII roguelike game, and yeah.
And then basically, because he had such a small kind of niche title, even when he was just starting to develop it, like he had a proof of concept basically that was made in C++ in like a couple of days. He started, posting on Reddit once he had some content saying, hey guys, I'm making this game, is there any interest for it? Even when he had nothing, polished, nothing really quality to show off. And the response was fantastic because people really liked seeing that, hey, this is a creator who's actually passionate about his game. He's posting every week, making a subreddit, showing that he's, actively developing the game. People really like seeing that, especially in a world, of indie games where people are flaky and fall off the bandwagon, every other week. So it's really important to kind of stay transparent and from the get-go let people know, hey, I mean business. That is, of course, if you mean business.
So it sounds like, getting it started early and consistency as well. Seeking that reaction from the community, that response, and they seem to respond in kind. So that's awesome. So, just to kind of wrap up, what's next for Blackshell Media? Are you going to be kind of touring the rest of the convention scene, working on new games? Like, what's next for you guys?
So right now we're actually starting to talk to investors to try and secure a lot of capital so that we can actually produce more titles ourselves, and that we would fund the developers, pay the artists, pay for a lot more of the resources, as opposed to just doing kind of a revenue share partnership deal with these developers, because we really want to kind of over the past year and a half, we've gotten, over 60 titles on board that we're working with. And right now we want to kind of take a step back, slow down a little bit, and rethink how we're doing things. So we're obviously, we do pretty good with the PR, with the marketing, the social media stuff. We want to kind of go even further back than that with our developers. We want to help them with the programming, the design, the production, the quality assurance, the playtesting, more things like that. And for that, we need money. So right now we're trying to, kind of slow down our operations and pivot more towards really investing a lot of time and energy and money, obviously, into a select number of titles.
Well, we look forward to seeing more from you. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us today. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks so much.